Sit your ass down.
Oh, that's seats for me.
Yeah. Hold on. We got one rule.
What's the rule?
If they play school might not go. That's cute. That's right. Yeah, you see that?
Just for the eye. You think I can do it?
Pull up, 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 pull up. That beat is for sale. Just to put it out. That's what you ready. Yeah.
One, my fault, it was here. But I'd like to welcome everybody to the podcast networking event. Okay, we're here to have a good time. We're here to introduce some other podcasts. We have a couple performances going on. We are here to talk our shit as we do. Okay, so we'll start introducing some of the podcasts. We're gonna go, since you pointed, we're gonna go from that way. So
Like a goddamn high school kid.
that's right. So we have with us here tonight the Comfort Level Podcast, the Gene Chan, and the Pioneers of Zombie. Just yourself.
Hi, I'm Jim Shane. Hi, Asia Place. What's good, everybody?
Here.
Well, I just started the podcast in the car, actually. I started in the car in about 2018. Just talking about everything. Just wanted people to be aware.
Did you say you started in a car?
In the car, yes,
Like
sir.
room. I mean,
Room,
no,
yeah.
in the car. That's innovative. Right there.
I did it in the car because I didn't want to disturb my sick sister. That's why I did it in the car. So, and I was playing everybody's music and talking shit. It was good. Then I found her recently. I brought the heat. What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Fighting Shit Friends. I'm blessed and honored to be the co-host for the Comfort Level Podcast. It's been an honor. We have a lot of fun. They call me Rick Double Trouble for a reason. So it's definitely a good situation. And one more thing. Don't forget about my other co-hosts over there in the corner that I was trying to recognize now. Fred Legit. You changed his name. Fred going legit.
Moving on down the line, next we have in the building, Grown as Folk Podcast. Introduce yourself, lady.
And I am Roland Spud. My name is Ebony Simone. I just started my podcast in February. So it's pretty new. We've been having a good time though. We're on every other Thursday at 7. I go live on Instagram and Facebook. My Instagram is Roland_AF the pod. If you want to follow me, I would be appreciated. I definitely will follow that. We just talk all shit wrong. Like that's just exactly what the name says is exactly what we talk about on my podcast. So we leave nothing out. We don't edit nothing out. We get real grown over there.
And we got one more on the end here, last but certainly not least. Philly Full Horseman, would you like to introduce yourself to her?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Pretty Boy Day, sometimes Goddamn Day, and I am the host of Philly Full Horseman. So our mission is to educate and entertain. So I want to not necessarily be funny, but just something to entertain you, but at the same time, educate, get a message out there of some sort. We done had someone that was running for senator. We done had gun instructors, chefs, Eric DJs.
Yeah, the fucking gun or something.
DJs that may not necessarily be as tall as I am, but You can catch us every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Me and my co-host C Murder. Shout out to C Murder. He couldn't be here right now. He's dealing with some things, and we just do every Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Say again, manager. I didn't get there yet. Can I talk? Can I talk? Every Tuesday, I'm saying she won't let me talk. I don't get it. Every Tuesday, 8 o'clock, we go live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all platforms. Philly, the number 4 Space Horseman. And my manager wants to tell you about Twisted Tuesday. Twisted Tuesday is my day. I can do what I want, so anything goes from us getting, what is it called? Our marriage therapy from the Adult Talk podcast. We talk about everything I might have learned from them. And, we try to make it a vibe. We try to make it to where you enjoy yourself. And then at the end of the day, you learn something. I don't know what it's going to be. It could be sexual. It could be something you can take home in your marriage. It could be something, anything at all. Tune in. 8 o'clock. Tuesday. Every Tuesday. Twisted Tuesday is the last Tuesday.
Goddamn right. All right. Now, hold on, James. You got one more thing to say.
Tuesdays is gonna be lit. Yeah, I know. Tuesdays is lit because we all on Tuesdays. Forgot to tell y'all, we on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 7 p.m. But we're everywhere you get your podcast. Everywhere.
You don't just have a podcast. What else do you have? You got it.
What else?
Well, you know what? I wasn't even thinking about that. We do have I have RMC Independent Radio, which runs 24/7, 365 days a week, where I sponsor artist music I put on that runs. Also have a show on Friday. It comes on at 7 p.m. on the Block 105 radio, and I do the same thing as well. I play mainstream. I usually mix the indie artists with the mainstream, so it's, the listenership is going, and, breaking down records. That's what we do.
Tuesday gets lit. Tuesday gets lit. Thursday gets lit, but it don't get no litter than on Wednesday, okay? Because y'all know Adult Talk podcast is here. We talk all that dirty shit. We talk it, we run the gambit, okay? We bring y'all some news and some information, try to educate y'all. But we also educate y'all on relationships and sex. Probably especially sex. But
So
it's all started.
any relationship question, I have all the answers.
Now, we
I'm lying.
call ourselves therapists. We may be more along the lines of a coach, okay? When you live to be a certain age, you're not going to see that age, but you deal with some things, you go through some things, you gain some experience, okay? But you are here to help and guide people around those barriers. Because this is sad. Allegedly.
Revelations.
That's right. Now I'm very big on the legalese, okay? Because I don't want nobody suing me because I already ain't got shit. So don't come after the not shit that I ain't got. So everything is in my opinion. Allegedly, in my opinion, and I have a disclaimer for everything. But other than that, you can catch us on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, 6:30, all streaming platforms. We also, myself and DJ7 over here, we have a artist development label, not particularly record, but artist development, trying to help you get to the next step. Just more in education and helps to the next step. 7 Music Management Group, as he likes to say.
7MMG.
All right. Anything to say?
The Pornhub account is long podcast. I've been trying to get where I get my OnlyFans with the feet pic, but nobody's buying men's feet pics, y'all. I gotta figure out something. These knees might get me a little money. I gotta change these motherfuckers. There's a need secret out there somewhere. I can find it like this. Nah, I'm just just the other half. Little backstory. I used to have my own podcast and artist shows and shit like that, and none of my fucking co-hosts ever last. It was DJ 7 and such and such. And then DJ 7 and that person. I fired every single one of them. And next thing you know, Alyssa comes along and it's no longer my shit anymore. If you read the title, I'm last.
I think it worked out.
So,
and seven.
you know what I'm saying? After the first episode, I knew I lost the motherfucker. After the first episode, I knew I lost the station. I was like, oh shit. She did all the talking. I was just in that motherfucker. I was like Mike Tyson with Michelle Gibbons and shit. I ain't had shit to say. And she's like, I freestyle the whole show. I don't write shit down. I don't know a fucking topic. I feed off of what she says. And she comes in with a fucking notebook with an hour to show them. What are our topics? Fucking that. You know what I feel in? Sports. Sports and nigga shit. That's what I feel in. Anything there's a problem, any nigga shit? Well, we're gonna pass that one. Me and you gonna do that one. We're gonna do that one on Fridays. We got Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But she brings structure. She brings structure to the podcast, the management label, and structure to me. Ironically, because I ain't had that shit either. I was already a loose fucking cannon. You gonna put a camera in front of me? To kids? We have progressed, okay, Jamie? I learned how to structure a podcast with topics and when the certain topics to talk about and what time. I didn't know it was time limit. Yeah, a segue. And when you talking too long, she kicks the shit out of you under the table. Have you ever seen the camera moving like this? I mean, I was talking when she kicked me. So next time, pay attention. When you see that bitch wiggle, that means she kicked me under the fucking table. See, it's a love and hate thing when the camera's on. Well, you should have the table.
Now you back.
Mm-hmm.
But he gonna cry in the car.
More like a sniffle. Like a full fucking drive. It's like a sniffle, like a 2-tier job.
So basically, we're up here with everybody in the podcast. Everybody on a different level. Everybody's on a different time frame. Everybody has their different experiences. Everybody has their different audiences. So we're pretty much up here just to tell you either how we got here, or you have questions if you're interested in doing something like this, what the moves are you can make, or how to deal with some hurdles, some business aspect. We have somebody special in the audience talking about some business aspects over here today. Don't look at the back. Talk to you.
She's a fucking legend.
She turned around. I was looking to see who she was.
She's a fucking legend. If you don't know the name, learn that shit fast. Because she's not just gonna put you up on game on business, but she's gonna go to music. She yells at me, so I don't. She talks to listen. She don't talk to me. I just be yelling at her.
And also in general, we just here to feel good. We're here to feel good, support each other, have a good night. Have some red cups if anybody's interested in over there. There's one on the table.
Too many cups, gonna fuck you over there.
Oh, the name has been made Top Down Punch. No, in honor of my song Top Down.
I guess fire named that
And
shit.
also because it's drinking off of it,
Your top gonna come down. Damn it.
Top down.
Wait. Wrong top here, pal. You responsible for this shit over here, Sam. You are responsible for this shit.
So, anybody y'all want to talk about y'all journey, how y'all got here, how y'all got to be doing what y'all are doing? Oh, Eric, not me.
You know we're gonna roll the dice. Mario up first.
I'm probably the baby out of this group.
It's all right. Nobody puts baby in the phone.
I mean,
Time out.
so Wow, I don't even know where to begin. So I am a lyrical felonist. Don't call me a rapper. I will correct you. I am not a rapper. I am a lyrical felonist.
How do you spell felonies?
You said how do you spell it? Both albums. How did you miss it? I'm not gonna yell at you.
F-E-L on this.
You heard it. Don't put the top down.
Can men be a felonist too?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's only one me.
Are we abandoned?
There's only one fire.
Well, how we get this at the end of us? Abandonedness? Yeah.
Sometimes people get envious and I had to put that S on it. You know what I mean?
I was trying to figure that was this, and then
This is why we gotta be there before, during, and after the show, guys. I've been doing this since I was 7 years old, rapping, singing, poetry, everything. I decided in 2016 to come a little public with it, which was fun. And my brother, yeah, that guy. So shout out to my brother Jimmy, please. Smooth Master Beats, Buddha Monk, they all got me, grabbed me up and said, you gotta go public with it. So I came out my box. Next thing you know, I was with the whole family, Skip Forward. I have my own record label on the Fire LLC. I am 4 times or more Grammy nomination considered. I have, shout out to Rob Schwartz, my own Relax Sony Orchard Distribution. And then I'm blessed to be able to come in with my sis, Jay Shanny, and now I'm co-hosting for the Comfort Level podcast. So I do a little bit of everything on top of being a mom and, you know, a bully.
All right.
Reality Music CL. That's my artist development company. I started that company, I don't even know when, over 20 years.
Was that your car too? Did you discover that for your car too?
Pardon me?
Did you discover the artist management when you was in the car at the radio station?
No, they discovered me. They made me do it. They said you could do it, and I did it. That's exactly how it happened. You know, I got my first artist. His name, I don't know, some of y'all might know him. His name was Trash. It was my first artist, you know, that fell off. And I have Spark Easy. I had Spark Easy for about 8 years now. That's right. Well, Spark Easy was given to me by Toast. Y'all know that Santos, my son. He was given to me before he was given to me, I didn't even know he made music, you know. We was on a trip to New York and they said, take him with you. And that's how I got it. That's right. So what I need to do, you know, I take care.
Shit sound like a slave trade.
You know, I help a lot of artists out. Sparky's the only one that I really pay for. So,
So you took him, you said, fuck it.
I took it.
That me sound like a slave trade.
Who's Spark?
She did that adopt the baby act.
I took it. I had to take it.
What is the extent, hold on, Jenny, what is the extent of your management? Like,
The extent of my
Yes.
management.
if artists that want to tap in,
Whatever the artists need to do to develop their skills, whatever level they at, that's where we start. You know what I mean? I can't say that I can make you famous or whatever, but I mean, I can get you around some famous people and start your platform, build your brand, whatever you need to do. Yeah, I mean, and you gotta be a hard worker. I don't just work with anybody, you know what I mean? I gotta see that you're into it, that you're skilled. That's why it's a lot of artists that come through me, but I mean, it's different than just dropping music. You really gotta get behind your brand and find out, you know, what's going on out here in the industry. It's a lot of different secrets, a lot of different things that these indie artists don't know, and they think that when they say you're hot in the streets, that you're a hot artist, but you're not making no money. Nobody's buying your music. You know, first thing I teach the artists is, you know, that your people that you know, your boy down the street, your boy, he gonna say you hot every time. He's not your fan. He is a supporter, but he's not your fan. Once you learn what fans are, then you go, then you're right.
Your services are free. Your management is free. It's free.
My management is not free, but I haven't opened up my management platform in a while. But I do have other platforms, and I have stuff on the table. If you'd like to take a look at it, packages, you know, that I do as far as getting your music and your tracks broke on the radio. That's what I can do for you, you know, get you in front of people.
They need you to tap in with Manny because she get you in the right place and in the right circle and get you the right looks. Right.
She's out. She's chilling over there. I knew she had a good side.
Got here. So my journey is a little different from these ladies. I started my podcast out of sheer fun. We came from a time when, you know, we was on quarantine, locked in the house, couldn't do much, couldn't really talk to people, whatever. So I started my podcast because I needed a place to talk shit, have fun with my peers, people my same age, people who would understand the part of life that I'm in. Just grown ups. I ain't want to be around no kids. I ain't want to talk to no kids. I ain't want to talk about no kids stuff. I want to talk all grown shit with all grown people. So, and I also felt like there was people who were in the same boat as me who felt like they were the only ones in the boat. So it's like when we talk about stuff on my podcast, you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, you felt like that too," or "Me too," or you know what I'm saying, or I felt like I was the only one who felt that way. So you meet a lot of people who you find are in the same boat as you. You feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, all right, I'm in good company here. So we talk more and more shit. We get more and more people. And we just, like I said, we just literally have a good time every other Thursday. I host the show alone. However, I have guest hosts on every other week. I've had DJ Seven on. He's been on twice.
It's torture. It's torture.
It's not torture. It's not torture. I've had him on twice, and he's done amazing. He did good.
How was your first episode? How did you feel in your very first episode?
Nervous. I'm not a very outgoing person, honestly. In my natural life, I'm just kind of chill, sit back, listen, leave back. So when I decided to do this, a lot of people who knew me were like, "You gonna do what? You gonna talk about in front of people? And film it and record it and let people?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I'm doing." So the first time I did it, I was super nervous. My boyfriend sitting over there in the corner, keep doing it. He was like, "You want me in the room?" And I was like, no, I don't want you in the room. No, I don't. So Lisa was on, and Seven came, and he called him "Nah, bro, you gotta come." So I made them sit downstairs.
Definitely said that.
For the first couple, until I got the jitters out, then I allowed them to come up, which we should have left them downstairs. Honestly.
Definitely that.
So they're nicknamed on my podcast the Peanut Gallery, the two of them, because they talk mad shit from the side. You know how the Peanut Gallery talk from outside the club and they can't even get in?
We got shirts now.
I got them shirts, because they were on. I had a Peanut Gallery show last week, so they were on, allowed to be in front of the camera. Mistake again.
I saw that.
Mistake
That was me, y'all.
Mistake number two. We should have. They're the two bad kids in the class that you got separate, put one in the front, one in the back, and we sat them next to each other.
You felt the chemistry.
I learned a lot.
You felt the chemistry.
We had a good time. We had a good time. So again, like I said, I host the show alone, but I did have co-hosts on just about every show, honestly. This has been on there 3-4 times. And my girlfriend that she just left, she's been on a few times. So, like I said, we on just to talk shit, just to talk grown up stuff. Nothing heavy, nothing serious. Literally, we talk shit.
Philly Four Nets for your show.
I'm sorry.
Philly Four Horsemen Nets for your show.
Anytime, y'all are welcome.
Oh my God.
Y'all are more than welcome. Listen, we have a good time. Like I said, we don't get too heavy. We don't get too serious. We talk about all lighthearted fun. We laugh a lot. And that's what it was for. It was for the laughter. It was for the fun. It was for 1 hour out of 2 weeks. If you had a bad day, you want somebody to go to sleep and laugh. Have a good time. You know, I always say put the kids to bed, put your headphones in. It's not for the children. However, as a grown-up, as an adult, at this stage of life, if you're going to do nothing else, you're going to laugh. Thank you.
And now,
You told my family.
the Philly Four Horsemen. You want to talk about your journey? How you got where you at today?
Is this on?
Brace yourself, people.
Hello? Can y'all hear me? Everything good? All right, let's check
Brace
this
yourself,
out.
people.
Okay, so check this out, y'all. I actually,
You already knew. You see the posture change?
no,
Right, so serious. You knew he was going to this.
Yeah. So I really, my story is a little different than theirs, but the same because I have a long story, but I'm gonna make it short as possible. So listen.
The shortest
Back when I
motherfucker
was-
got the longest story.
No, really, back when I was 2, right? It's like, no, I'm joking, but no, really. So my daughters, I used to sing, and I wrote this song called Poster Girl one day. Y'all too young to remember the St. Oz Poster Girls and everything.
God damn.
So I was sitting in front of the poster, and I wrote a song, and then nothing happened, and next thing I know, I heard a car riding by, and it was playing, and it wasn't me singing. So from there on, I pretty much gave up my singing career. Lo and behold, later I met this lady. She was there at the time because she was calling me and texting me at 1 a.m. because I was at the studio thinking I
You
was
telling me to shut the fuck up.
She over there,
You telling me to shut the fuck up.
but no, really, I really could. So after we had kids, my kids sing. I'm bringing it all together. Y'all gonna see how I tie it together. So my kids sing today, and they're really good. So this one in particular, her name is Lashaya. She sing and she sung for somebody named Najacion. So one day Najacion was doing a casting call for a play called Talk About Drama, which y'all can go see. It's on YouTube right now. Talk About Drama, stage play 2019. But he was doing a stage play, and my daughter said, "Hey, Dad, it's a casting call. Why don't you go and, audition?" So I called myself calling her bluff. So I'm like, "All right, y'all, come on." So we all got inside Big Red and we driving, and I'm driving, and I'm waiting for them to say, it's like, "No, Dad, Big Red's my truck. It's a Chevy Tahoe. It's Candy Apple Red, favorite truck in the whole wide world, system baby, all that stuff."
What the fuck is Candy? What is red?
My truck, my Tahoe. It's a Chevy Tahoe. It's Candy Apple Red.
You still have this truck?
No, sir. It was towed. It was taken from me.
That was a dagger. That was a fucking dagger. I had a soft spot like a motherfucker. That was a pretty big car. Hey, Chad, y'all did nasty shit in Big Red. Y'all did nasty shit inside Big Red.
Yes, we did. Hold up. We'll talk about that later. We on the journey. We gotta focus. And they already know. Listen, they already know. We've been on the we have got counseling from the coaches many times. They know everything. Go back and watch.
Go back, it was interesting.
Say everything.
Everything. So listen.
A little bit too much.
I know. You asked, so I have to tell you. He was telling me about the Heisman and everything. Like, yeah, I wasn't with it.
Y'all know, y'all better figure it out.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. So listen, we're driving driving in Big Red, and we on our way, and I'm waiting for them to say, all right, Dad, it's like I was playing. So we get to the place, we all get out the car, and I'm still waiting for them to say, all right, Dad, it's like I was playing. We get to the door, and I'm turning around and I'm looking. I'm waiting for them like, psych, no, Dad. By then I got inside, and the J-Sean was like, hey. And somehow I just went into I started singing. I didn't even have to audition. They was like, I know who you are. You got it. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, what just happened?
You're a fucking star.
Yeah, so what just happened? So now I'm in a stage play. I do the stage play. I realize that I don't like the microphone. Like, I really like to hear my voice. I really like the
Hey.
I try to fix it. You see me fixing it. I'm going to the camera. I like the
Yeah,
camera.
but the whole, that was a bad move. That was a fucking bad move.
Okay,
Fred,
so
we're
we
gonna
need
put that on
another
the
word.
list.
We need another word tonight.
Microphone and praising it. Not a good idea.
We need another word for this. I like the
Stop. You
the voice.
You like to
the voice
perform.
amplifier.
You like to hear yourself.
I like to hear myself. This voice amplifier. And once I realized I liked it, I was like, yo, I got a lot to say. I'm 48 years old. I'm 48, man. I'm 48 years old. Yeah. So at 48 years old, I had a lot of lessons that I've learned, being bad, being good, I really used to be a player. Like, I was sexy and shit. I used to do some things. So I can teach. Like, I really can teach and help somebody not make the same mistakes that I made. Like, I really can do that. So I realized, I'm like, what are we going to do? So I got a call from Champ. We used to be 4, we now 2 up, 2 down. Champ said, hey, let's do a podcast. Yeah, 2 up, 2 down. The C Murders still here. Definitely Don and Dante. They moved on with life. 2 up, 2 down. So he said, let's do a podcast. And I was like, all right. I get a microphone. I get a voice amplifier. He said, yes, you do. I said, I'm with it. Let's do it. We literally started in the basement. Like, we was in the basement of Definitely Don. Shout out to Champo and Definitely Don. Shout out to Champo and Definitely Don. We was in the basement, and we was just a bunch of guys with no direction, just on the microphone, just, as she say, just talking shit. And we didn't, when I go back and look at these shows right now, on the voice amplifiers. We were on the voice amplifiers just talking shit, and we had no direction. We had nothing at all. And we was just there on the voice and no purpose. No purpose. No mission. No nothing.
So what's that
On the voice amplifier.
A bunch of men in the basement with a microphone.
Yeah, so we
That
called
is a
ourselves.
fucking delivery.
No, listen.
With no direction.
Voice amplifier.
This shit sounds like a porn flick.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
No.
Okay? All
You
right,
put that on the list too.
we'll talk about that later. Sincere, don't go nowhere. I'm about to talk about a Philly thing. Okay, go ahead. So then we doing this podcast with no direction, and to bring it to a serious note, we got a manager, and once we got this manager, we actually had a little direction. Structure.
I needed it too.
Structure. Okay, I got to learn. Let me make a mental note. Voice amplifier structure. I got you. Thank you. So we got a little structure from our manager. She then hired another manager. Not Just Desserts. She don't like us to say our whole government. I get in trouble, so I'll just call her Not Just Dessert. Heather J. Shout out to Heather J. And that gave us more structure. And now we are in the studio. We got actual voice amplifiers, and we try to be kind of professional. We got a script that we go by, and if I
Who does the script?
Heather J and Tintin.
Mm-hmm.
They do
No,
the
to
script.
be clear, Heather J does the script.
Heather J does the
She
script.
does the script. All of the scripts, she write it out. She do everything. I give her the topics and those type of things. But as far as the blueprint of it, that's all her.
Yeah, that's Heather J.
So with that being said, y'all two handle that part.
Yeah, I just get the right.
And y'all just running down the pipeline for these motherfuckers. to
Pretty
win.
much. That is exactly it. I just get the voice amplifier and I get to be on camera and I'm happy. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, no, because y'all got me for the mic thing. Y'all will never get me with that one again.
You did this though.
So now I actually asked.
That was a bad gun.
It wasn't even a word.
That was
Yeah.
It wasn't even a word.
It was the
It
motion.
wasn't a word.
It
He
was
said, I got a
emotional.
microphone.
No. But listen, no. But listen, so now I act, I do the podcast, I'm in a few movies I got coming out. Rain is coming out. Shout out to Mark 5. Shout out to Robert J. Orr. I'm in his play Choices. He got a movie coming out and a play coming out October 17th. October
October 21st.
October 21st.
Thank you, Ted.
What's the name of the theater?
Suzanne Robert Theater.
Susan Robert Theater. And also, actually, one of the authors is here. It's called, it's the Philly thing. It's a movie, be out October. It'll be at 69th Street Movie Tavern. I'm in that. So, along with these things, man, I get to be on the voice amplifier, and I'm good.
Did you ever do a role or act in a scene that you regretted?
That I was what?
That you regret?
That I was what? Did I regret? No, I don't think it will ever be a scene I would regret. I love to be on the camera. I would do any scene at all. It's nothing.
Yeah, fuck that.
Huh?
I got typecast. I've been in 2 movies and I was a cop, an undercover cop.
How would you know? Dirty cop.
I was
A dirty cop. Okay, here we go.
Twice, 2 movies. On TV, 2 movies. I was a dirty cop. And in one movie, dude stopped the shit out of me. I was myself. I was a basketball player. I dunked on him, and then he socked me. And that was my role. That was it.
Hold on.
They hired me to dunk on a nigga and get sucker punched. And that was it.
So that was actually written that way.
Huh?
That was written that way.
That was the scene.
Okay.
But it was close to real life.
Yeah, like, said, do you, and he gonna sock you.
You leave it setting up. You leave it setting up. You can't.
No,
You leave it setting up. You leave it setting up. You leave it setting up.
said, I'm filming a movie. I need you to come up, we playing ball. You're gonna be yourself. My name is Skyscraper in the fucking movie. You're gonna be yourself. You're gonna dunk on him, talk shit, and he's gonna sock you. If you ever seen me play basketball, I dunk on people and talk shit. I was myself. And at that moment, he socked me. Problem is, they do that tape 5 times. Because he couldn't sock me right.
Was he short?
No, he was big like my cousin.
Wow, that's your brother.
That's my little big cousin.
Okay.
He just picked things up and put them
He's
down.
about to talk about the regular, but.
He 5 takes of him socking me. And then we're in the movie, and I'm pretty listen with me, like, babe, I'm in the motherfucking movie. The next thing you know, boom! And she looked at me like, damn, babe.
I said, baby, you felt real good.
I left the movie and said, it's so not happy. That was my scene. I'm the nigga getting socked.
So did you regret that?
Yes, bitch. When it come on, people like, yo, Sam, I seen that movie was in getting punched on. They went from getting socked to punched on them.
He drove a ambulance 2 blocks.
Definitely.
I'll take it.
You gonna get socked?
I'll take it. Listen, if I'm on camera, it's nothing I want. Oh. There's very few things that I. Yeah,
You square it up, goddamn. But we were too fast. That's a problem.
I'm gonna pass the mic.
He's a freak, but he ain't that
So I got another question on the podcast. That's okay. Okay. We're going to gear this one to the ladies first because the reason I'm asking this question, usually women have a harder time in many industries. Okay, a lot of entertainment, music, business in general. mostly a male-driven industry. Okay, so for the ladies that are up here, and I'm gonna get to you soon, but for the ladies that's up here, what's the biggest obstacle or hurdle that y'all had to get through to get where you're at now?
You know what it is? It is actually the networking with other people that are doing the same thing that you are doing. I don't know what it is, you know, every platform that, you know, I work on is designed to bring things together and to work with people, but I don't know.
So you find it hard working
The
with,
mindsets.
so you find it harder? You find it hard working with, and being a female trying to,
Being a female, trying to fit in, you know, when you try to come and network with people, and you know, you got things that, well, they need something, and you need something, but they look the other way because you're a female.
So how do you overcome that?
I just
How
do
do you
it.
overcome?
I do my own shit. The whole entire company is on me.
goddamn, shit. Turning the shit down, there's everything.
Eddie said, get down and lay down.
God damn, she's turning the shit down, everything ready by a lady. God damn. You don't got no men in your organization? You don't got no men in your organization? Yeah.
Red.
Hey, Fred. You get nod your head once if you okay, nod twice if you he got glasses on because he don't so he don't nobody see the green. Fred, how was it with you working with Jamie? That's motherfucker. What is this? You're not. Oh, hey, what the fuck was that?
That was the warning of got a mic.
I get it. You don't gotta say this a long time back.
He was like, that's the.
If I don't see you on Tuesday, I know what happened.
Hey, Fred, did you first go live?
Of course I did. Why wouldn't
He said, of course he
But
did.
that's why he pointed it in. He like, see, y'all trying to get my wife taken. Stop listening to Fred,
You
man.
didn't lie.
Fred is a good guy.
All right, so fire. Biggest obstacle. And how you get over it.
My biggest obstacle was being recognized for my assets and not my assets. To be honest, in this industry, you see someone like me, you're like, damn, no, I got bars too. And the way I accomplished that and made sure that I got over that was I matched every dude that had bars with bars. I'm not talking about sex, I ain't talking about sucking dick. I'm fully dressed and I body anybody on the beat.
You run that on the platform.
No way.
Tell them again.
So with that being said, that means you don't have any songs about fucking.
Not actual. So let's break it down. I am a lyrical felon, so let's break it down. First of all, we don't use the name of the podcast. I'm grown as fuck. So as a woman, I know how to use my words to my advantage. So I don't have to say something dick to tell you how I use my voice amplifier to amplify
So you gonna say something dick lyrically?
Look.
So you gonna say something dick lyrically?
Nah, I make it where your mind goes everywhere I tell it to with my words. So if I say it's sex, it can be sex, but if you listen to my lyrics, I could just be talking about writing a song. It's however I portray it, however I make it for your mind, is how you gotta take it in. That's what lyrical fellas does.
You see shit like that.
You
You asked the question, I asked another one back, and then you look at my fucking peoples and shit.
Because it's always hard as a woman to be in this industry on any level. The first thing they think of is we have to compete with each other, we have to be half dressed, we gotta talk about sex. No, I am a fully dressed sex symbol, proud of it. I can speak with cuss words, without cuss words. You put the beat on, give me 6 minutes, anybody on the track, don't feel it. And that's period.
Yeah, man.
Can I represent for the ladies? That's all I'm saying.
Giving it back to you. Biggest obstacle. Biggest obstacle you feel like you had getting where you are right now.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I look past that. Like I don't see obstacles. Like I feel like my biggest obstacle was myself. Like I feel like my biggest obstacle was having the courage to come on and talk the shit that I talk. So I don't worry about who gonna watch, who gonna listen, who gonna it's gonna come. Just because of the shit I talk, just because of who I am, you gonna watch. You're gonna be interested. Either you gonna hate it or you gonna like it, but you gonna watch.
Did you
You gonna
ever
watch.
fear
You know what I'm
of,
saying?
did you ever fear of people looking at you different after you settled in and you started talking about the things that you were talking about? Like versus coming across like a peer at work that happened to like see the episode. They're like, ooh.
So, I know, right? To be honest, at first, I worried about that. I very, very, very fastly got over that. Because at the end of the day, I'm grown. I talk about whatever. And if you don't like it, just keep scrolling. Don't watch. Don't listen.
But your
It's not for everybody. Exactly. I'm gonna get that view and keep it moving. Like, I'm cool with that. Everything ain't for everybody. I'm not for everybody. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I understand that, and I'm fine with that. So if you want to watch, you're welcome. If you don't, keep scrolling. Find a podcast that's for you, because maybe this one ain't. Because I'm gonna talk my shit. And I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. And some people will love it. Like I said, all are welcome. Some people won't. Keep it moving. And like she said, I'm a grown ass woman.
Grown as fuck.
I'm grown as fuck. I love it. And I'm gonna talk my shit regardless. I'm gonna talk my shit. And the biggest, I feel like unapologetically, I feel like women in this industry are harder on women in this industry. I feel like women, I feel like women are going to be the ones to nitpick and pick it apart. And oh my God, she's talking about that and ew. Girl, you want to talk about it too. You just here. So I feel like our biggest obstacle isn't always men. Like I feel like women, I don't gatekeep anything either. So that's what they call it, gatekeeping. I don't gatekeep. You want to know how to do something, how to get where I am, just ask me.
Right.
We can have a conversation about it. Let's have lunch, have drinks.
So you feel like the competitiveness between the
I feel like it comes
female?
from, I feel like it comes from females. I feel like it comes more from females, honestly. Because like I said, those are the judgy ones. Yeah, those are the ones that's going to judge. Yeah, they're going to hate, they're going to judge. I feel like I don't get much hate. I don't get much backlash. I don't get much, oh my God, from men.
No.
It comes from women, which is crazy.
Is it
Because I'm
because
supporting.
you're doing what they wanted? You're actually accomplishing the goal that they want to accomplish.
I
So
feel
you
like
feel some type of way.
sometimes that's what it is. I feel like a lot of times that's what it is. And sometimes you just got haters for you. So I mean, they always gonna be out there.
Have you lost
Just
friends?
mad for no reason.
Have you seen the separation of like friendships since the podcast started?
Not my real friends, no. I mean, a lot of people who were my real friends, I had already kind of weaned myself away from before I started the podcast. So they were already kind of like on the outside of the circle as it is. Everybody that was in my circle is all the way for all my bullshit. So, you'll see the same people come on. You'll see, I don't care where they at in the world. They listen, they tuning in, they making sure, they're sharing. Even if they can't watch, they sharing it onto their timeline so other people can watch. They can watch. So, you know what I'm saying? So, the people who matter. They watch and they listen. The people that don't matter, I could really care less. I don't care if I got 2 viewers or 200 viewers. I'm gonna talk the same shit. I'm gonna talk with 2 viewers that I would talk with 200. So,
It's loyalty. You deserve those royalties.
So that's just grown stuff.
Somebody's been asking questions and they ain't been answering them.
Listen, I saw you got one.
Thank you. I was gonna text you that next.
Uh-huh.
Dad,
So Talk about how your first episode went when we first started Adult Talk. It didn't have a fucking name.
Look, her face turned is red.
It did not have a name.
First of all, I ain't come here for this. So first episode for me, even getting into it, I was scared, I was nervous. Now anybody that knows me knows I talk mad shit. Okay, but when I'm in my comfort zone, you know, like I talk shit to strangers. No, I need water. I cannot get breathe.
Me too.
Don't touch me.
That's all.
You know, I'm gonna fill everybody in. Fuck it.
Take the guy.
Then we have
Come on, I got it. Can we turn on the cameras off?
Word.
Scammer shit, don't let you care.
It's
already established.
I thought he was checking the cover, checking the case.
Look at his white face.
You know why she's shaking her face? Because she know what we talk about on the Adult Talk podcast.
For the record, we didn't do anything before this show. Just want to clarify that.
But what y'all do last night?
We played Scrabble last night, okay? We tried to stimulate our mind. Who else did they come here? I got you. I know, I'm pulling up. We played Scrabble last night. We were trying to stimulate our mind.
He's over there with my cup with the I eat ass face now.
And we didn't eat ass last night. If you pick another night, probably, but I didn't eat ass last night.
Anyway, so coming into me doing this in the beginning part, I was out of my comfort zone, okay? And I was a little mousy. And y'all see, I talk my shit now, but I've always talked shit, but to be in front of a camera on a microphone, it was like, yeah, people ask me questions, like, yeah, so, you know, what we gonna do now? It's all out there.
So I put it over and I put it in over here.
Right, but
Yeah, take your time.
it's a development process, it's a comfortability process, you know what I mean? Once you start doing it a couple times, because after probably like the third, fourth one, then I started letting it fly. And I was like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can talk shit. People listening. But don't hear from us. Don't hear it. All right, let's go. Okay. And then here I am. Of course, I've developed I have definitely developed a disclosure. But I gave it more of a structure, like he said, because in the beginning we was kind of like off the fly. It was like, what we talking about tonight? I don't know. Let's talk about this shit. Okay. So I started adding more segments to the show, trying to give it, like I said, I had my little segue. So we'll talk about this thing, and the last thing we talk about going into the next, it kind of make sense, and now we've been doing it what, like okay. Now we've been doing it a couple years. We've done a couple lives, we've done stuff like this. It's growing, and we're trying to have it continue to grow. But it was a development process, and again, getting comfortable with yourself. Getting comfortable with what you really want to do, really want to talk about who you are. And like I said, I say it every Wednesday. We here with the fun little fuckery, because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. We're here to have fun. We're here to talk our shit. We're here to tell the truth. I do try to bring people information. Of course, with the relationship and sex stuff. And yeah,
I do. It is informative.
right.
Let me say that my show is very informative. It's just the information that you get is along the grown lines.
Like, you want to learn some stuff? Hell, I learned some stuff. I learned a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I be on there surprised too much some days.
And we cook.
So,
Yeah.
I don't be on
It's
that.
not.
Ain't no harm.
What?
You may need to answer questions, and now it's on you.
Wait a minute.
Right.
Wait, hold on, wait, hold on.
No, ain't no
Hold on,
way,
hold
ain't
on,
no way.
Hold on. Let me tell y'all a story.
Seven.
Right.
When you have to spit those bars live.
I don't write shit. I get other people writing for me, and then I rap them well. I'm like Will Smith off this motherfucker. Stop playing with me. I don't write shit. I hire people. I just make your shit look good. It's like, no. I wrote every single rap. No, I didn't. I had cool writing on top down. We're not gonna talk about that. It's not about me now. Simple that out there.
You're part of the podcast.
Huh?
You're part of the podcast.
Yes, we are.
I'm just the pod. And that's all the fuck I am. I'm just the pod. Cass left a long time ago. She is the Cass. I set up, I break down. I answer the few questions that I get tapped on. Yeah. Hey, one topic I've never had an answer for. We are 174 episodes in, and she asked me the same fucking question an hour before the show 174 times. Babe, you got a topic for relationship? Mm-hmm. I haven't had one yet. I don't look. I'll be on social media like somebody is breaking up somewhere so we can talk about this shit. Who went and fuck somebody? God damn it. So then by the time I scroll through my phone, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, I got a pocket. So I don't gotta pick it anymore. So I don't gotta pick it anymore. Hey, you gotta talk about sex? Fucking the ass.
That's called willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly. That's the new line for
It's called willy-nilly on the Grown as Fuck.
Growing Fuck Podcast. Fucking the ass is called the willy-nilly. And it's only because if you don't, you know, I'm like, hey, babe, can we fucking ass? Like, it's aggressive. You say, hey,
It's a
hey.
little soft, baby.
Hey.
It's a little willy-nilly.
You can deliver a whole lot different than that. Because when I willy-nilly that.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's all about how you deliver it.
Delivery is everything. You dig what I'm saying? I can't patent that shit. It became willy-nilly. But if it works, okay. But,
So I got a question, right?
God damn it.
So look,
Question
right? This
for
whole
Laura, let's
podcast
go.
situation.
Who's it for?
What y'all doing? What the lady? I mean, what?
All right.
So how much y'all make off of this, like monthly? Like, is it lucrative?
$46,000 episode. You should definitely look at the
That's
podcast.
exactly that. That's why.
You know, hold on. I'm glad you said that because it's one motherfucker in there. I mean, our checks are minimum, but it's one motherfucker that can answer
She's gonna
this
give
shit
us
for
some
you.
jewels today.
And not only can she talk about just podcasting, she just bring a whole bunch of shit down. Whole bunch of shit down. She's a legend. You want to talk to him?
And the lyrics.
You want to sit up there? Come on.
Come on, yeah.
I know where my
Wait, you can't with notes? That is some. She got notes all the time.
Everybody get up and like, I know.
I'm glad because I got notes to take on your business.
Oh, y'all about to take notes. Ain't this some shit? She come with notes and y'all taking notes.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? For those who don't know me, I'm Nina Capone. Yes, the rapper, lyricist. I'm not a soloist like
Which
you.
of the lyrics is
I'm talking about the dick. I was about doing shit to the dick. All right, we're not gonna do that.
That's later. That's later.
Little later, we get over there. But so I'm in the tech industry. I'm all about making money. So I don't do anything that don't make me money. I don't like to hear that my friends or see them doing anything that's not making them any money. I love podcasting. I started podcasting back in 2003. I think probably the first one. I mean, I literally had Cosmic Kev sitting on the side of me like, all right, what should I say? How should I say it? Who should I play? So this is when I got started, and I'm not gonna go too deep into this, it's a lot of years there. So from 2003, it was Girly Music Radio, wanted to represent for the ladies who wasn't getting no airplay, who wasn't, really getting heard and put out there like that. So I started there. 2005, I started the station. My station is Industries Radio. One of the main shows on the station, which I host, is Respect the Hustle. So unlike these nasty ass people over here, I be tuned in though, y'all know. But we talk more about the hustle. Don't worry, I be tuned over here. So my podcast more or less focused on the hustle. How do you make money? Wonderful question, because you know everybody put a lot of work into building a podcast, getting people together, putting stuff. It's a damn job, right? It's a job. You're like, okay, I gotta put all this in. We're buying equipment, we're paying for platforms, we're doing all of this stuff. But how are we making money? So that's the big question. How are you making money? Have I made money? Yes. Okay. I learned to get sponsorships. I learned to get advertising. I learned so much from my podcast that I started an advertising agency. Okay. Tech firm, marketing agency. I have a couple businesses, so we're not gonna get into that right now. But I learned how to make money. I learned how to monetize everything. Okay. So your question got me excited. I was like, yeah, somebody asked. It sounds like they have a lot of fun, right? But the thing is, are we making any money? So I want to talk about how we make money on podcasts, right? So the first and foremost, the first way is to charge for what you're doing. I'm gonna circle back to that, but before we get to that, there's a way that you do it, a real tasteful way in charging people on interviews, for appearances and stuff like that. So I'm gonna circle back to that. Let's get into some advertising, right? So how many of y'all getting some sponsorships and advertising? Oh, I know y'all do. I don't even play with y'all. But anyway, y'all don't care. my protege, I've been on the phone with them for 8 hours. So that's one of the main things is to, if you're a podcaster and you're here today, I have some lists. I want to collect your email and I want to send you and drop you some jewels. I want to give you some free information, because one of the things you should be doing is running ads. I don't care if you're getting 29 cents because only 2 people tuned in. Listen, push your podcast. I want to talk about repurposing. How many people repurpose their podcasts? How many people even know what the hell I'm talking about? Okay, that's right. Y'all don't care. Y'all know that, right? Y'all don't care. They know my secrets. So repurposing is simply taking that one show. I'll do one show a week and run that show. I'll promote that show on everything over and over again. And not the whole show, clips of that show. Post it on Facebook and LinkedIn. And sometimes we get a little scared to post on certain things because we're like, I'm grown as fuck, so I can post this on LinkedIn. Girl, bye. You'd be surprised who put some money behind that type of topic, right? So don't be afraid to put it out there, and you don't know who's going to sponsor your show. You have no idea who BMW is looking for to, because I just, they put you, okay? And I just told shit too, but when you look at these big companies, you don't know you don't know who's in charge of marketing. You don't know who they need to put money behind. They just might be a black girl to put money behind right now. So we need to really open up and make sure that we're looking into advertising. Those slots, those commercials. There's so many easy ways to do it, and those are the things I got on my little checklist here that I will be sharing if you're interested. Just to really get yourself out there, get the ads. If some of you, I don't know where everybody hosts their stuff at, but if you're not hosting on a platform, it's too easy right now. Technology has just dumbed it up. I don't use microphones anymore. I don't use anything. I can actually do a show from my cell phone and it's live on my radio station. You can tune in through my station just like that, right? I can air it wherever and then it gets distributed to everything, literally everything, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing that. We want to make sure that ads are being placed. We want to make sure that we're being compensated. I see a lot of people who got ads in it, but they don't know where the money is. How many people are getting ads but don't know how to find the money? Okay. And this also goes for artists, but I'm not talking about artists yet, because artists is a whole nother ballgame. But, you know, we gotta get paid. We do a lot of work. A lot of work goes into putting a podcast together. I brought out some of my sheets. I used to didn't script anything, but I think somebody mentioned the JCI. The JCI started. I was he was one of the first artists who stepped foot on a stage when he was a kid. He was a little kid, and he wanted to do a concert. I used to be a concert promoter. So anybody ever heard of Nice Town Give Back?
Yeah.
Okay, that was me, Nita Capone up there 100 years ago, 25 years straight up there, talking trash and hosting and doing all of that stuff. So as we go back and look back into those things, these are getting sponsors, right? Standing on stages like that, you bring in sponsors like the Comcast and the Teslas, and believe it or not, the Cadillacs. These people want to support small businesses. They have budget to support small businesses. So managers, you guys out there in the building, you are out there, and I'm looking right at you. You doing the footwork, look for the money. Look for the money. I can give you some information on how and where to look, but get the money. You're doing the work. You have content right now. I don't know if any of you understand what's going on legally in the media world, but it's huge. You own your content. That's what the metaverse is about. That's what all of this tech stuff everybody's talking about. It's all about you, the content creators. You own your content. So you need to know how to actually own your content. It's huge and very important that you know that when you now need to trademark your voice. I could be here all night.
So not to cut you off, so basically what you're saying is, start out with the ads, right, with the Facebook marketing, pump the ads out, because you don't never know who's watching, and somebody might pick you up.
Well, not just Facebook marketing. Podcasts have actual advertising to throw links into. They have a way to throw links into your podcast, okay? And not just audio, but actual video too, okay? So you need advertising. Just like you see a commercial coming on TV, you do your podcast, next thing you know, you go back to watch it. You know, Charlie Brown chop up, and yeah, you know, you got that in Tesla, whatever. Like, how the hell you get on my listen? Because if you don't do it, they will. Okay? And then again, you can't find the money. I'm all about the money. I ain't doing nothing. They will tell you, my two proteges here, I ain't coming in. You see me at something, I'm getting paid. Okay? Otherwise, I'm sitting in the house praying, because y'all know I don't be out here doing nothing. But other than that, I mean, seriously, guys. I mean, if you're doing a podcast, if you're thinking about doing a podcast, please monetize it. Do not, I mean, you're using your voice on the air right now, looking to trademark your voice. Okay, yes, that's a thing. Okay, we're not doing it. We have AI now. I am an AI generative engineer. And guess what? I can steal your voice and do a whole podcast, and I get the check. I know how to do it. I'll see you in court in 7 years when they finally make it to the judge. Seriously, serious. It's just like that, okay? So be mindful of what you're doing. You know, have fun by all means, but be business savvy, okay? Any questions? Shoot right now. I got a lot of information to share, but I'd rather y'all ask questions because I want to answer things that you really care about. Someone grabs the next one.
I know. I got a question. I have a question.
Yes.
Hey, I can't see. I can't even see. All I see is I'm blind. I can't even see. So, you talked about streaming your podcast from a platform. What platform do you suggest that is a good one for a beginner?
Great question, great question. There is a new opening. If you don't know about YouTube, okay?
Yeah,
there's YouTube podcast now. So a lot of people aren't familiar. They're like, well, I'm already on YouTube. Go to YouTube podcast. Make sure your podcast is uploaded to YouTube podcast, okay? That's a separate section that they just launched about 2 weeks ago. And you want to make sure that all your stuff is there, because now they're putting all the tools, bells, and whistles right there in your face. Why? Because you own content and they've been sued. Google owns YouTube. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're getting our money.
So I need to go over there and put all 11 seasons of my podcast onto the YouTube, because I saw that
there's
the
a
other
way that
day.
you can integrate it, like you can just upload it quick depending on where you are, but yes, that needs to happen. ASAP.
Yeah, because it has been going on to like my regular YouTube channel.
Mhm. Yeah, so you probably need to download. I'll look into it and see how you get them over here, but that's
Okay, yeah, 'cause
That's
I
my
saw
friend.
this.
What's the percentage a manager should get from managing a podcast?
20%.
you make it up.
What you said? How much?
20%.
Y'all married?
What you mean?
Yeah.
50%. No, I'm joking. No.
Oh,
I mean,
She's joking, but she's not.
that's really up to y'all. Usually about 20 to 30%. So yes, you're right. But you know, it's really what you sit down and negotiate. It's all about how much work you put into it. You know, a lot of work can go into it. We got some managers who do just a little bit, just enough, right? So it's really about having that open conversation. And when we're in business with our mates, which I am too, and it drives me insane, because I want 50% of everything, really 100%. I feel like we muscles.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, what? You know, but you really sit down and write out what you do, and then y'all determine really what, you
If
know.
I write out what I do, the whole
He just leaves,
like,
like, you know what, you might as well right here and talk too. But I mean, you know, just be fair to yourself. I think a lot of times as managers, and creators in the background, we don't really compensate ourselves, you know, the way that we should. But you know, like I said, be fair. 20 to 30% is always fair. You know, the face gets the money, the face gets the check. You know, it's unfortunately it's like that, but then you got other people to pay. So make sure that you're counting that in too. Don't let your 20% be what you pay everybody. You know, so just make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's a business.
Do you think a podcast should have bylaws?
Absolutely. A podcast is a business. I'm a business consultant. A business. That's all it is. It's a business. Structure it. Make sure things are written down. Make sure you have everything that makes sense. I write all of my podcasts down. I have a sheet right here. You want to know why? Because this is how I get money. This is how I go ask for money. Okay. I don't write it down because I need a script. I write it down because I want to go sit at that round table at that company over there with the pretty lights that shine at night and tell them that I need $50,000. Okay? And they want to know what are your topics about. They don't care what I say. They don't care what's on the what they can download. They want to see the paper. Numbers don't lie. Okay? So what I do is SEO. I ain't gonna get on the search engine optimization, but you want to be at the top. You want to, when they Google you and look you up, you want to make sure they can see you. They want to, oh, you profit. Oh, you profit. When I want your Nina Capone, yup, I'm Nina Capone. What your name? Oh, I got your card in your real name, but you know that that's me too. You see what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you're popping. You want to make sure that your business is laid out. You want to go sit at that table because you want to ask for money. You may not, it may sound like, well, I don't do, you know, we just a little podcast. $100,000 to a multi-million-dollar company ain't nothing. Okay, they throw that away. So you asking for $100,000 to do an event for your podcast or to a sponsorship. We got small sponsorships coming out at $20,000. $20,000 for you to mention them. Top Dog, what's his name? Top Dog Order. Come on, you get a sponsorship for help you're eating.
Yeah.
Okay. These, you want to make sure that you're getting a piece of the money out there. And it's enough for everybody. That's why I'm saying gatekeeping for what? We at the lowest, we at the bottom of the totem pole because understand that these other podcasts, I ain't going to be particular, but y'all know what I'm talking about. They get money, big money, okay? And we got to tap in. We got to tap in. The money is out there. It's fully taken. But we got to have, 90% of us don't have our paperwork right. We're having too much goddamn fun.
no.
And we have to take that part seriously. So either you on a mic and in the front, or you in the background doing all the paperwork and lining it up and writing the scripts and making you sit down and shut up and keeping count. Look, I know. So we you know, and the hosts, we need that. The ones that are in front of, we need somebody to guide us. We need somebody to look at while we rambling, right? So we got to make sure it's a balance. It's a balance, but we got to make sure that paperwork is tight. Too many Black-owned businesses do not have their paperwork right, which causes us to miss out on the bag. Any more questions? I'm lit, man, let's go.
When a lot of people think of advertising, there's so many different people that reach out to you via email, text messages, you know how it works. How do you differentiate from actual advertisement that's gonna really bring organic, money in versus a lot of the scam sites? How do you
You
separate?
charge, you don't even play with them, don't play with them, don't play with it, don't play with it, poor girl. Okay? You write out your prices. This is what I charge. I'm not gonna let nobody come in and be like, look, I got someone with you to advertise for me. Well, I charge this per second. Now we want to get into how to actually offer advertising for radio or for podcasts as well. They come in seconds. So you got like 60-second slots and stuff like that. So that's on my website. I can share that with y'all as well because that's important to know because it's not like a regular TV commercial, of course. We're talking seconds. We're talking 20,000 a second for a 60-second slot because you get this much, traffic. But we got to make sure that we can show that traffic, and without the right paperwork or the right traffic, or being on the right platform, we can't show the traffic. We can't show that nobody's watching. You can be as popular as all outdoors. If you don't have the right paperwork done, if you can't pull on them reports, it don't matter. You just having fun.
Right, I got a question for the people. So, as far as sponsorship, how do you suggest that they start to search for sponsorship, and how do they approach the companies that they're trying to get sponsorship from?
Well, you first want to start with trying to look at companies that relate to you, okay? Relate to your brand. It's always good to start there. Who relates to me? I respect the hustle, so I'm gonna go to companies like Career Builder. It may sound outrageous, but that's where the hustle is at. I'm going to Indeed, Career Builder. I'm gonna tell them, look, I work with people who's trying to get jobs or is trying to do this or do that, and I ask them for some money. I go to places where people are looking for work or musicians, just pretty much anyone who represents what you represent. You're gonna always kind of look at that and say, hey, I talk about sex, so you can get a dildo company, believe it or not, like a sex toy company to sponsor you. You think, what, sell it? He's taking my idea. He's like, yes, I manage him. Gotta watch him. But you really want to look at, say, okay, this is what my topic is. This is what I focus on. What can relate to that? Comedy. We got comedy outlets out here who are big companies who give money. So we gotta look at what our brand is and who we can market our brand to. They'll buy. I'm Muslim. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hear on my guard. And I got this. I know who I can go to. I know what companies are gonna want to hear what I'm talking about. I'm a rapper. I know what companies want to hear. A rapper with a podcast. This is cool. So we gotta look at our targets, and then we gotta actually not be afraid to approach them. Which is you won't be if you got your paperwork right. You got your paperwork right. You will not be afraid to ask for $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $100,000 because it's not a lot of money when it comes down to what you're doing. First, you got to understand your worth, the time and energy that you put into it, the time that you take out your day, the time that you separate yourself from your family or your loved ones. It's work. Even after you get off work and you come home and do a podcast, you're working, right? And a lot of us, we enjoy it so much. Just imagine if you didn't have to work a 9 to 5 and you just simply did what you love, but it's still work. I was able to leave my 9 to 5 and do what I love and wake up every day, 10-ish, 11-ish, and do what I love. Do what I love. Get out and speak at conferences and travel and show my daughter how to sit at the table with a room full of white men and tell them how much money you want. And she's like, oh my God, yell at people. So being able to live in your comfort, your dream, right? Because we do it because we love it, right? I never thought in a million years that I would be able to leave my job and just do what I like to do full time and still be able to pay the rent. I was like, no, this ain't I ain't gonna have nothing. But don't get me wrong, you're gonna struggle until you break the barrier of getting your money. Go get your bag. I preach this nonstop. Go get the bag. What do you do? What do you like to do? Go get the bag. Ask for the money. Find who you can get that money from and ask for it. And all they want to see is this. They just want paperwork. They don't care about nothing. They just care about this. Anybody can walk in, as long as they got this, and shoot your shot. Shoot your shot.
What's in it? What consists of paperwork?
Paperwork is your business plan, your LLC, making sure everything is tight with it. You know, a lot of times we get shit and we just throw it together. Don't walk out on no damn clipboard. Get a binder. You know, make sure it's in there. That's for your operation agreement. You want to say, well, my operations, that's here. That's in this section. You want to make sure things look really, really professional. Even if you don't know what half that shit is, get you a consultant. You know, a little short and dark. Hire me. But you know, make sure that your people, when they ask you for anything, make sure that you pull it out. Okay, and that's the thing. It's really just everything that comes in that main binder when you get a real LLC. Some people got some real big LLCs, but when you get that real, exactly. And that is important. It's extremely important to have that information together because they want to read through it. Keep it organized. They want to read. They want to know what your plan is. Paperwork in the Jordan box. Please don't. Okay. Please don't. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's because when you go in from this time, you get you a business bank account. Oh, let me do this.
There it is, right there. That's
The
it.
business bank account. Okay. 'Cause a lot of people think that you can go. Oh, you can make it out to Jay Smith, or you can cash at me. They ain't cash at me. You know sponsorship money. Okay. Everything needs to be a tax write-off for these companies, okay? You gotta think of this other, you just an investment, okay? So you gotta make sure that your paperwork is right, and you have a business bank account. That's part of the paperwork. What's your business bank account number? Who do you bank with? That's important. It's extremely important. That one time during the pandemic, I'm like slow, sitting in my office. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna keep the lights on. Next thing you know, Facebook was like, look, you got all your stuff together. We want to send you $5,000. I was like, I'm bad. I was bad. But they sent me $5,000. They sent me $5,000 for being on Facebook. I was like, I ain't doing nothing. But they had to get rid of this money. They had a pot of money. They had to get it black.
Everybody.
Only thing they needed me to verify was black. I was like, well, should I see the picture? Like, I mean, what do you need? But they wanted to see that my business was minority owned. They wanted to see that it was on here, on paper, right? I was like, I could fax that over. I'm gonna put my picture on it. I'm sitting next to the binder like, I get a free $5,000. This is crazy. But they have these pots of money. The thing is, you have to look for them. You have to look for the money, okay? You have to, anybody want to take this down, funded.com, FUNDID, I know, yeah, it's not normal, but funded.com is grants and all kinds of money on that site, just for people who need money.
How do people use their EIN for their business?
Your EIN is your business social security number.
Yes.
So you can look at it like that, and you use it on everything pertaining to your business. Do not ever put your social security number down alongside that EIN number if you're trying to keep it strictly business. A lot of people are seeing applying for credit. They're like, yeah, they asked for my, but did you specify that you are not to use my social security number? It's strictly a business account. They say, hey, but we need to just use it for verification. And you say, no, all of my information is connected to this EIN number. Okay, and a lot of times we get nervous to do that.
They're the same numbers. The same amount of numbers.
It's the same amount of numbers. So you want to make sure that you're using that EIN and never your social, otherwise you're tying the two together and you're not separating your business.
Canceling yourself out if you got shitty credit.
Oh yeah, it's a no-go for you. Yes.
So how much does AI come and help podcasts?
You want to get me hyped, Here we go. Now we talking my language. Okay, so for those who don't know, I am in tech. I own a tech firm as well, and this is my language. So AI helps me because I no longer have to write shit out. Okay, we don't have to write the description. We gotta come up with this. Yeah, I'm a prompter, so I am a prompt engineer, and maybe I can do a class on there and teach some of y'all how to prompt. But I love it because now all I gotta do is go on and say, act as my podcast director, Okay, so this is how you want to start it out. You go to ChatGPT, you say, act as my podcast director, and write me a title for a podcast about. I want to write about Lissa and Seven's show. It's about sex. They're nasty. I need you to break this down, okay? And literally, you hit that button and it's gonna break it all down. And depending on what level.
But it's gonna make you look good, but not.
Oh, it's
say
making you
like
feel
that.
smart as shit. I'm smart when I use AI.
They're not nasty, they're provocative.
Oh no, I put it nasty just to see how they make. They screw
No,
it
they
out.
gonna
AI
say-
screw it out.
AI gonna say provocative.
Yeah, they gonna come up with some big nice words. Yes.
So if your AI can basically do all that, where, when it comes to management, at some point would the host no longer be a manager?
Don't let the host be smart enough.
That would never happen to me. That would never happen to me, but I'm asking for other people as well.
Well, here's the thing.
Yes.
It's still a job, okay? So
Okay.
I think technology can't work on its own, okay? Me being a technologist and I love technology to death, like I use it for everything, but it can't work on its own. Like I said, I'm a prompter. So the last job I was just offered was $300,000 a year to teach people how to talk to the AI, because you can't just say, I need this. It don't work like that. You have to prompt it and say, I need this to do this for this reason, and on this topic, and on this whatever. You know what I mean? And it has to be detailed before it can actually work properly. So you're still needed. We ain't get rid of you yet. And I mean, a lot of people do get scared because technology is entering the room, it's taking over, and all of that good stuff. But trust me, I would never have had a job in technology. I could fix computers, I could build computers, I could build networks, run networks. I ran some of the largest corporations in the world, sat in Comcast and was their lead engineer and taught it. Trust me, I always will have a job, okay? If I gotta go back and sweep floors, I will always have a job because technology is always gonna be, it's gonna always need guidance, okay? It will never do it on its own. Good question. And I'm loaded with information here, y'all. Come on, I can answer anything.
So, do you think like, can get laptops, I got laptops that you use your text. It's really my laptop.
I don't fix nothing no more. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's below me.
You gotta go back to it though.
No. You don't go
You
back.
have someone who.
Yes, I do. I have a job. I have a job. I got IT people. So if you have IT people, I always laugh when people say, so you fix, I don't fix anything. That's why I started it. I don't want to fix nothing. I hire people for everything now. I got a whole development team. We do ads, we do everything, but I hired a team for that, okay? And this is what I'm talking about, business. When you can step away and be the CEO. This called me like, hey girl, how you doing? I'm like, girl, just lean here, looking at my grass. I just been looking at grass and shit. She's like, girl, it's like the grass. Yeah, I'm gonna call the office and see how they're making out.
So I have a question. So you spoke earlier about now not needing that you can do your podcast from your phone, not needing the microphone and that stuff. So do you still suggest that people actually pay for studio time, or do you just think doing it from?
Studio time for what? For like me. Because I've never paid for studio time for a podcast. Okay, the JCon, and we're going to touch on the JCon because one of my, he was one of the people I brought to my living room when I started my podcast. And we sat at my table. And if you go to my YouTube, you'll see that podcast there at my dining room table. He sat on one side, I sat on the other side. The camera was like spinning around and shit. But we made it happen. So no, I suggest getting equipment, making an investment in that, and not investing into somebody else's equipment because they just gonna upgrade their shit.
Yep.
Serious, right?
Yep.
So, and figuring it out. You can't go wrong. Figure it out. That's how I started. I started with a desk and a chair and a camera, literally, like, and that was it. So no, I don't suggest. I mean, I love studio time, but only when I'm recording and rap. And I even taught myself how to engineer, so I don't have to pay
Come on, yeah. Someone can find out the walls in the blood. Come on, man, give it up to those two are on my album, my revival. That's been on all platforms. I'm on Instagram, everything, Matthew12, TikTok, all of that. You will find several projects on all the platforms. So there's Legendary True Fighters, there's Soul of Man, there's My Revival, and there's Fade of Black 1 and 2. Fade of Black was more based off of like the Road incident, so it's a little different from like my normal work. But I am coming out with a album this year called The Last of the Rhyme Benders. Play. So be on the lookout for that. And I hope you guys really enjoy it.
Appreciate you.
Hey, Ace, let's go, my guy. No, Ace did it. So, what we doing first? We got big tanks.
Yeah, that's the one thing about business.
Information so we can follow it. I guess I could say, I actually have, I have
Really? And right, no, right. Look, step through. Biggest one walk, kick it, good walk, get shot. Red dot, watch yourself, it's a regular palsy. No friends in the cross me. It's with the sword. The kind of evil, kind of choice, but you can't cross to me. But you have to call me sword. With the wrong, call me law. Even the bullet, I better keep it all the trust. But you get the family, cut the full stick. Movies on my plate, different doesn't make. Mama went to A-pop pedestal. Hit it double quick, till it cross the street. See, I let the funky walk, we're walking, funky walk, but I have to make the face. And I'm at the purification, killer had a small face. Bitch, you like to hear his faces, bitches hanging with some shit already. Pressure from me, he just came here from station, polytechnic. The teacher this bottom bitch is shut, get him off the mix. Trying to play it cool, but an attitude for all the else I took. Trying to help the crew, I pay my dues, and they ain't the you. Don't have to see color shit, but still, it's even like you for all the bullshit you do. I can separate the elevate, put my face on the lead, take it, and I operate for all the fucking sticks. Look, talking that shit when I shit, right? When I was homeless, she really put some change. When you and my sister got it, I couldn't intend to give them the talk, just talking to see a nigga open. I don't know who the fuck you think it is, but y'all niggas ain't coming. I don't know who the fuck you think I gave, but obviously I ain't him. When it came from the dirt, so we go back to it. So I'm on top of this earth, I'm apologizing to it. Put my teeth in concrete, I call it up the movie, try to treat what I need, just like the mother earth moving. These niggas stupid, they try to denounce me. See, when they know you're the truth, they're gonna get false announcements. No matter who to the point, I'm immobilizing. Permanently put them in a position to consider downside. I'm rising, ready to upper, reaching for my mid. You want the gun to the butter. Got my eyes on the rich, my positive shit. Fuck with it, like you should hit this. This is ace, I'm the prophet. Princess, I'm shit. My nigga, the way got no fixes, shit, that shit. But niggas, no nigga, that's a lick. I got a Friday that got hungry. I'm the way they give me raise, pushing shades for the sunny days, a lot of turmoil. Push on my limits in the lemonade, just turn the page. The renegade, I drop grenades from Mercury, more retrograde. I read words despite the age, and reinforce the life is the criminal life. I do hate my guts, but drop my style, the cynical type. These bars are the end of your life. It's the fact of spitting, it'll spring. I'm just living for the criminal right, nigga. For the criminal right, look. I'm just living for the criminal right. Check, look. Bro, I give them everything I got. I'm trying to talk to my people, bro. We all go through it. Everybody go through the same shit, bro. Same what's worse, nigga. I said what's worse. Love and betrayal. I can separate the two and probably still, yeah. I said what's worse. I said what's worse. Love and betrayal. I can separate the two and both be driving and kill. I said what's worse. My nigga, I said what's worse. Love and betrayal. I can separate the two and both be driving and kill. Love and betrayal. I can separate the two and both be driving and kill. See the feeling of the love, boy. Turn it to an enemy, can make you want to death. So you just think about the memories. I pay the niggas cross me. There's even more puzzling as I held niggas down. When they couldn't get from A to B, we must be controlled. Mix with all the jealousy to see a nigga flossing. But them niggas in this little speed, we get it with the bosses. Why you want to compete with me? What happened to the loyalty? What happened to the oath? How you niggas envious and broke? You can be fucked up. Caught up with the wrong crowd while being broke. And them folks will still want you to choke. What the fuck, nigga? I ain't doing shit for me, but it's for us, niggas. Wanted to save the world. Plus, niggas, you wanted to save the girl. You fuck, nigga. I just slide on these beats like I always do. That pro at the gym, bro, look, I'm proud of you. Only going for a month is here to get my flowers too. That nigga blow solid too. That nigga drop the knowledge too. So you ain't gotta be jealous. Just to show a nigga love, that don't make him a hoe. He got in the team like Bean, Biggs, Ethan, Rose, Tristan, Simon, Money, and even Paul, nigga. Huh? Check. I said, what's worse? I said, what's worse? Love and betrayal. I can separate the truth and hope and drive me to kill. Huh? I said, what's worse? Nigga, I said, what's worse? Love and betrayal. I can separate the truth and hope and drive me to kill. Check. Look. Hold up. Shit. Look at this shit, man. Listen. Let me talk, man. Let me cut. One more time, man. Look. Check. I guess apologies in order for my good ones that stuck with me through shaky waters. I never had a lifeline. Come on. I guess apologies in order for my good ones that stuck with me through shaky waters. I never had a lifeline. Picked up the phone and named orders like Chef Prime. This is a one time. High as a landmine, no traces, fuck the landline. We here to collect calls, then the crime line. Sitting in that cell, had to sell suits for 10 dimes. She had to get mine, correct and respect, both correct time. Expect crime, but don't the stuff. You know the slum con who don't respect your grind, cause up each and every time they pull mines. Made it out that shithole in no time. Hit the bricks with few goals, didn't know how to move those. So I finished school of music, but number oh no, J. Wise looked out, but he will focus on his goals. Just another nigga trying to make it out the ghetto. I'm tired of living trite. Hopefully God get the memo. Huh? Shut up, man. Well, it's talk, nigga. Yo, I love my people.
All right, another shit, I like it. Announcement. I need y'all to push this fucking punch. I'm not carrying this shit home,
The most pumped up in this.
Who got that? Y'all better drink this shit.
That shit look right, man. You got to get in there and start on that motherfucker.
I have nobody desire. Just fire. It's
Hi, everybody. Make sure you come over to the Comfort Level Podcast table and subscribe to one of our platforms for a free ticket for the drawing that's coming up soon. Right? You really get a ticket just for coming in. Make sure you see me.
Hey, look, all week, don't be stressing me. I'm coming in to give you a hug. So I can... 7, I'll beat them. You see the shit? It's always when you make people. You should get my fan. I ain't messing with you. You that cut the shit. I know, I'm not. See, I knew I could get you.
Hey, where we going?
Sorry, here we go. My bad, it's my first performance in almost 2 days. That's that. Let's go. Who can I trust when he's a shit, man? Who can I trust when he's a shit? Who can I trust when he feels like the world's so much? Who can I trust it? Not a soul. Who can I trust it? Not a soul. Who can I trust when I step on the scene. 30 and come with a beat. So load and truck, my blood so tough, so fuck how I'm making the scene. Niggas that turn in the racks, you can hear me the trickle like the ass. Now that I'm like a book on the gas, but fucking I'm pushing the gas.
I can't really get him.
Who can I trust? Who can I trust?
I got him.
Not so. Not so.
They close. They don't sell. You know what I mean?
Who can I trust? Not so. Who can I trust? Not so. This next goal I support with this DJ Sutter instrumental, like my manager, my brother, my best friend. So you gonna start out my time to this going stand up and stand up. Let's go! What's up?
Do that shit, boy.
Let's go! And I told him a long time ago that was his track. And that's why I got it here.
This game is pretty fun. You gotta get it.
Come here. When you get back. Where you at?
Hey, Fred, I gotta get on the podcast, Fred. All right, man. Let's do it. You let me know what you need. You let me. All right. What's up with Toast, man? You still making music?
Yeah, welcome.
Nah, Toast don't play that music, but he keeps shit. Yeah, nah, Toast doing his thing, but he keeps shit copacetic. I don't blame him, man. There's a lot of stinks in this game, man.
He's doing this thing, you know, he's working with Boots and Badass.
Yeah, Toast Smoke. I think he had a deal. He had a deal with somebody. He had a deal with Kylie. Kylie was going to put him on. I seen that shit.
Yeah, but
on
he's
Instagram.
blackballed. It's on YouTube. You can
Who
do
blackballed him? That's it.
Not what Meek is now. Not what Meek is now.
Who the white boy he was going at it? Who the white boy? OT the real. He was going at it with OT. Had the
Raised OT.
Yo, he washed OT. He washed.
He
Right, but he washed him too. He washed him too.
He washed everybody.
So hard.
Anybody that come at
So
you,
hard. He got bars. Let's fully represented. So hard.
back to back.
So hard.
That one up. Back to back. Look that one up.
If it don't come through the next 5 3 minutes, it's a wrap.
I'm just adopted,
Get
He
back.
adopted.
Y'all dropped a lot of
Now,
y'all dropped a lot of
Oh, how you back.
for frontline queen.
She got a stand. She got a stand. She said, I need to get this stand.
See the flame on his neck.
I see, OJ. Hey, yo.
See the flame on. I designed it. Toast is off on a Tuesday, but he not here. That's my yeah. All right, we're gonna who's up next?
Mainly because I like music. I was
Yeah, Scott. He's still here.
More than.
This is the last one.
We're talking about.
All right, keep filling your cups up. This gonna pass out. Hey, Janet, you want to do your drum real quick? Let's go. Let's go.
I dropped this. I'm one of the people. Like I dropped my first time I dropped was 2019, and it was because somebody said I ain't never finished it. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept dropping, and every year, 9/11, Juneteenth,
that's what we can get the hell out of here.
really early Juneteenth.
We can wrap this shit the fuck up.
I just kept dropping. So I dropped like crazy ass days. You know, I want to be one of the people that you always think about in history. Like, he wanted to make it.
We gonna do this drawing. What's this?
Y'all ready for the raffle?
Raffle? You know, I don't win shit.
It's all black people. Somebody gotta win. So white people.
Everybody received one ticket for, supporting us and coming in, and others received tickets for getting an interview. Others received tickets for following our social media pages. So if you only got one, that's because you didn't come over to the table. Networking is the key. Y'all ready?
To the table.
It's
It's okay, I got one, but this one I'm about to win.
You had one, you came to the table, you're supposed to have two. Because you're here. Here.
I'm gonna win anyway. Watch, this gonna be the lucky ticket.
Who's gonna, let me get some items. Paper.
Oh shit, paper man, back for the bacon man. It's me, I won.
758.
The last three numbers
758.
last four numbers, 1758.
Yeah.
All right.
Going once,
What's the D? Wait a minute, goddamn.
1758 must be present to win on one. It's gone.
God.
Damn, I bet you that was my number fucking around.
I won.
I want to win. They gonna think I cheated.
758. I won.
Neither one.
That ticket gone. That ticket gone.
No 1758 out the
That
door.
ticket is gone.
Snooze you lose, 7.
That ticket is gone. You forfeit. That ticket gone.
Nah, fuck that, Jenny. I think he need to perform for his fucking win. Fuck that. If 7 get all the lyrics right.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a damn thing. We're gonna donate it. We're gonna donate it to the next person who slept, actually. Listen to that. You pick the next one.
Oh, all right. What's the people about?
I won.
1767.
1767.
I'm here.
Right.
All right, let's go.
Hey,
They
Rob.
got some money. Okay, if you're going, it's gonna be digital. And I.
Bring your ass. This is the game.
Time go fast, the industry don't like it. I don't like the kids, I heard it all. I just wanna make it home, so keep cleaning my city. Folks ain't changed, just the game out with it. Time go fast, the industry don't like it. Got the wife for the things I heard it don't like it. I've been trying to make everybody make friends. Go far for the fans, if it take lives. An extra mile I can lay up, no pressure for the free throw. Getting reminiscent, make the drink go. Plus what it did, no character. Same though, in the summertime, it's just ran to the standing, no care. Visionary, and my sleep to vision scary. Go forward, you see the fuck out of vision. My son's in the streets now, I'm a get to see now. Trouble white privilege, it's a standoff. Pressure never too deep, I came from the back streets. Poverty, drugs, it was sketched in my loose sleep. I sacrifice this and get ahead. Taking the risk, picking reward, ride till I'm dead. Only God can judge me what a nigga said. Only God can judge me what a nigga said. Only God can judge me what a nigga said. To be claiming my city, folks ain't changed, just the game got winning. Time go fast, the industry don't like it. Never watch the feds, I heard it, dog. Wanna leave it on to be claiming my city. Folks ain't changed, the game got winning. Time go fast, the industry don't like it. Never watch the feds, I heard it, dog. I think it's a roll on, surely better roll on. From the other side, the boys they get they come on. Those parents that they can break, it's still. Last time the service, I'll take it home. I'm a quick again, it's quick as you can. I'm Billy Land in the Senate, City House in the Steppers. First 48, if you want to DJ. COVID-19, make the process get your sleep. Stop a block, became the movement, home improvement. I'm tired of the fish fries, the kids on the corner. 30 in my death, got a cousin that's a farmer. Told me invest in your green and the rest of the shit. Tricks to the brain, that's why the block is track. Loyalty to the fact that you scared. Talking my shit, going down with the shit. Been around for a while from a brick. When I'm hoping they learn, even time in the family, I'm learning that the principle of my ain't no change, just the players in the game. That's what they say. To be playing my city, folks ain't changed, just the game got with it. The industry don't like it, gotta watch the feds, I heard they go. To be playing my city, folks ain't changed, the game got with it. Time goes fast, the industry don't like it, gotta watch the feds, I heard they go. Like that. Stop it, shot. Thank you. Appreciate you. Nobody did it well. That's about the extra one. Thank you.
Well, comes that magical time. Where it's called, we do this thing, like everybody get together, right? We do this thing, it's called we all group together. And then we get
I'll
to
take it.
You didn't play my fucking sister.
I'll take it down.
I heard it too.
That's not my gangster face.
I'm out with you.
And he told me that shit. I said, "No one told me that." Heard me go. You know and I keep one with him.
Okay, sir.
I'll take you back myself.
Yeah, he told me.
All right, let me teach you a secret.
You said what?